Right glasses this time?
Yes.
Well, alright. I'm John Ritlin, that is...
The Terminator.
Well, SmackDown Live episode Toronto had some good stuff, and not a ton happened on this. I mean, some stuff. It was better than Raw. Even though I will concede maybe I've been a little bit harsh on Raw. Hey, there was no 24/7 title, thank fucking Christ.
But there was also no Fiend on either episode.
Which is a bit odd. Especially with all the build that they did. I mean, regardless of how I think Vince is going to screw this up.
Like, have a segment of the Firefly Funhouse.
Because you got a month until the next pay-per-view, Clash of Champions. Well, you're not going to have just all championship matches on there, so build something?
Maybe.
I don't know what they're going to do. But, so we get...
I mean, this was a show that had as many matches as an NXT show.
True. No, a couple of them were pretty good. So basically like an NXT show.
Yeah.
Owens got cheered wildly and talks about winning the King of the Ring and honoring people like Bret Hart, Owen Hart. And, I mean, he mentioned Owen Hart last, which he should be in the Hall of Fame, but his widow's an idiot. So we have a whole bunch of people mentioned. Not Mabel or Billy Gunn. I wonder why. Probably because Mabel wasn't a very good King of the Ring winner. Billy Gunn, they did nothing with. Then Shane comes out. I'm going to be brief here on this. SummerSlam should have been the end of this. You can't keep going with this feud and trying to wring more juice out of this lemon that is just, you know, wrung out. Like, you can't beat people over the head with stuff. Or otherwise, it's not going to help.
Yeah, SummerSlam should have been the end of the Shane McMahon feud.
You know, people are like, well, I'm calling it, it's going to be, you know, Hell in a Cell, this kind of stuff. And I'm not knocking any of you guys if you tweeted me that or whatever, okay.
But if the shit with Shane McMahon goes on any further, I'm just going to lose interest in watching the show.
And it's kind of already there. I mean, we review it because we do enjoy a good amount of talent. So there were some good reasons to watch the show tonight. Oh, yeah. Just the Shane stuff wasn't,
the Shane McMahon is really dragging the show down. And not in a, you know, a heel way, but I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored of this. Please stop boring me, you sweaty potato.
And also, they're going to Fox in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
They
need to pull out all the stops.
Yeah. And then they need to stop with the Shane McMahon thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hell in a Cell's, I think, right after their move to Fox. Great. Shane can dive off of something and not actually get hurt, but just get written off TV for a year or so. We don't need more authority figure stuff on here. Jack Tunney stuff. Have it like they appear here and there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're just beating it over the head. I mean, because other companies have done the heel authority figure thing and it hasn't worked. Because you're wringing juice out of a lemon that doesn't have anything left. So anyway, yeah, he finds Kevin Owens $100,000 and the crowd's starting to chant boring. The crowd is getting tired of this and not in a way where they want to see Shane beat up. They just want to see him go away.
Yeah.
And
it's just, it drags the show down. It provides nothing interesting further.
And if you think Shane McMahon is an interesting character, I really would love to know, A, what you're smoking, and B, what goes on in your head.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not jaded like me and you didn't live through the Monday Night Wars, but guys, we don't need to repeat shit from 20 years ago. So, we then get no 24/7 title. Well, the 24/7 title has gotten suspended, thank Christ. But Elias is off.
Because Elias is so distressed that he's at home.
He's off the show. Oh, and Owen stools a TV later.
Yes.
Hurls his stool at a TV.
Correct. Not his stool, Shane McMahon's stool, which raises a lot more questions.
Ember versus Charlotte.
Why did he leave it plugged in?
The stool?
The TV.
Why would he plug the stool into the TV? People still pop for the fact you actually poked me in the face with that finger last night. It's like, god damn, on the review. It was hilarious. Lorcan tweeting in all caps. So, Ember versus Charlotte. Neither woman got a TV entrance. Because we needed more time for the Shane McMahon stuff.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, oh, by the way, it's going to be Joe versus Owens later.
Yeah, Shane McMahon for some reason left the broken TV plugged in because he's rich and doesn't know how to work things.
Like how Vince had a TV repair guy show him where the mute button on the remote was, tipped him $100 in addition to paying him. That's something that actually happened.
That's something that most cable companies won't allow their techs to do.
True.
It's highly unethical. It's a fireable offense.
What, the tip?
Yeah.
Oh. But anyway, Ember versus Charlotte. It was a good match. It was. It was actually well worked. Ember hit a nice dive over the top and good working.
This
Ember.
is a solid match. I enjoyed it, except for the picture-in-picture fucking advertisements. Either show us the match or don't.
Yeah. Because now, granted, we don't necessarily need to hear commentary. I guess Corey's going on vacation. Probably bang a side hoe or something, but I don't know. Good. Corey's off TV. I hope so.
You know what his favorite candy is? Caramellos.
I'm disappointed that I didn't think of that. Because I was like, wait, what is it? God damn it. Good match, though. Ember was selling her knee. Charlotte took over. Of course, Creative had to prove that a blonde is genetically superior to a black woman. I think that's how Creative booked it. I might be misinterpreting that slightly. Just a bit. A little. A lot. Okay, yeah. It was a lot. It's like a life bar above my head. This was a good match, though. And Charlotte won. I'm not too surprised. I don't know where you go with Ember from here, though. I mean, I know she just came back from injury a few months ago, but the match with Bayley didn't do her any favors. The build-up did her no favors.
No.
And then we get Brian and Rowan, and they're out here, and the crowd's chanting, "It was you," but it wasn't actually Rowan. I'm sorry, but the storyline bores me, and it's not getting any better.
Yeah, they're trying to pick a fight with somebody, and I don't know why it's Buddy.
And Alistair says that who's going to pay the boatman, and Chris.
It's the ferryman!
Yeah.
Alistair?
Yeah. Should have said that instead, Alistair. So we get Joe.
I get it, though. I mean, English isn't his primary language. It's just one of those things.
That's true, but the ferryman thing actually is steeped in, like, lore from, like, over there in that area. I'm just saying.
Not that area.
Well, maybe not his.
Greece.
Maybe not.
Grecian mythology.
Wait, is it actually?
Why they put the coins on the eyes of the deceased to pay the toll to the ferryman to cross the river Styx.
That's why they did Annabelle Comes Home. Okay.
Meanwhile,
yes.
Back at the plot.
Alistair, promo. They don't know what the fuck they're doing with Alistair. They don't.
No.
They don't. I was worried about this.
They need to have him start, like, attracting people to his side.
Because
other performers.
His in-ring ability can draw in the fans, but they don't allow him to go out and wrestle. It's not going to work.
Yep.
We didn't get Reigns versus Buddy Murphy in a good match. It was well done. It was
it was.
Buddy got in a lot of work. He got in a lot of moves. He got in a lot of knee triggers.
It didn't look necessarily weak because he got in longer matches than some of the matches people have had with Roman Reigns.
This is true. It was the Buddy Murphy knee experience, the Murph knee experience, if you will.
It was Murphy's Law, though, because whatever could go wrong for Murphy did.
I mean, he didn't get squashed, he didn't get buried. I'm not going to listen to people say that Buddy got buried. Would I like to have seen Buddy win? Sure. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Bobby on Facebook.
God damn it, Bobby.
They are keeping Reigns away from the championship picture. I'm just going to steamroll over that. Because if they give Reigns a championship shot, guess what's going to happen? They're going to boo him again. Because they beat people over the head with it. Well, that's not Reigns' fault.
Yeah, it would need a natural build.
And it would divide the crowd. But then again, you're going to get people being, booing the top, one of the top guys anyway. Yeah. But it wasn't.
I would have like a battle royale and then have just 2 people left and see how the crowd reacts and decide the victor from there.
Yeah, as opposed to what they did at the 2015 Rumble. Hey, remember how confused and pissed Rock looked when he raised Roman's hand?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Are these boos? I haven't heard this for like decades.
Yeah, about a decade and a half. Pretty close to it. No, But anyway, we get the Reigns-Murphy match is good. Reigns does end up winning. Buddy selling that spear perfectly. It was a good match.
Yeah.
And then the Revival. And I believe it was Dawson to Wilder. Like, he said something. I forget exactly what the line was, but it's like some line, but he's like, yeah, that was clever. And just like, laughing at his own joke, which is pretty good stuff.
He'll move.
Yeah, and then we get the New Day talking about stuff, and like, we ruined some things or whatever, and like Big E says, like when we walked in an adult circumcision, Big E, what are you like? What the fuck?
We all know what Big E is like.
We all know what he likes. He likes Becky's mom.
That too.
That goddamn freaking Twitter exchange was great. That was good stuff, though. It hyped up a tag match we're going to see later. But then we get Owens versus Joe with Elias as the enforcer. You can't keep doing this stuff.
Yes, I can.
They shouldn't, though. They shouldn't.
That's correct.
Because it's not good TV. Joe's not going to benefit from this because they beat Joe to powder.
Yeah, I mean...
I like Joe.
It's one of those things that Joe's good, plays the good hand, in terms of whatever he needs done, whatever they need done, he does it.
But no one's going to buy into Joe as being a legit threat anymore because he always loses the big matches.
Yeah.
And just, you do that enough, fans aren't going to buy in. So what happens is Elias pulls the ref out when Owens almost has to win, and then gets in when Joe has, or gets in Owens' face, roll up, and fast count 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Guys, you got almost 2 months till Hell in a Cell. You can't keep dragging this shit out. No. I mean, they will.
Yeah, something's got to give, and it's going to be the crowd before it's the plot.
And it's already a lot of the crowd. If the ratings aren't going to improve with Shane McMahon being featured here, now I don't know how much they're going to improve with him off TV, but it can't be any worse.
I bet ratings are going to be up this week because people are anticipating to see what's next with The Fiend, but you didn't feature him for goddamn picosecond.
Yeah, it was a little odd. And people say, oh, kids might be scared. Well, it's not my fault to raise a bunch of little scared little kids that probably shouldn't be watching wrestling because you're a bad parent. So,
yeah.
Then we have Buddy with Rowan and Brian, and it went on forever. Brian saying, tell the truth, you lied. Tell the truth, you lied. This did not benefit anyone.
Although it was a nice bit of dramatic acting from Daniel Bryan, it really didn't go anywhere. It didn't hint at anything. Buddy didn't look strong coming out of this.
I mean, he did have a long match with Roman Reigns. I mean, I get it, but it just... Is Brian not able to wrestle anymore?
He could have just said something witty, He could have said something witty. Literally those 2 words. And it would have been more than what he delivered here. Give a hint that it's somebody that you know while staring at one of them.
Yeah.
Just something.
But here's the thing. WWE doesn't know what they're doing with the storyline. The forklift driver stuff got dropped, this kind of stuff. They don't know what they're doing. They're overcomplicating something. The storyline they shouldn't even be doing anyway.
Yeah.
But, because the storyline's stupid. I'm sorry. It's dumb. It's the who hit Stone Cold thing, only worse. Because we all know it was Rikishi.
Right.
And he did it for The Rock.
He did it for the people.
Heel Rikishi did not work out.
No. Anyway.
But... yeah, the Buddy thing, it didn't work, and it's not good storyline progression. You could say it's storyline progression, okay, fine, but it just wasn't good.
And then on a 2-hour show, we get to our 4th match, and it is the main event.
Now, to be fair, Ember Charlotte got a decent amount of time. Reigns and Murphy got a decent amount of time. Owens and Joe, and at least the matches, it wasn't like they were 5-minute matches and we just filled it with a ton of talking.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Orton says, oh wait, Kofi, you're going to be out here with your guys. Why don't we just turn into a 6-man tag? Just avoiding the obvious where Orton was going to run out and attack Kofi.
Right, and then they'd have to reset the match and then be like, oh.
And it was...
so we actually got to enjoy the match from the beginning. It was a pretty good match. You got the Revival and you got the New Day in there.
You got...
Randall Keith is there.
Randall Keith.
Yes.
When Orton actually gives us shit, it's actually nice. Of course, the Revival pin Xavier, and then Orton just hits RKOs, keeping the black men down again, because that's what Orton does. Of course, hate crimes from out of nowhere, I believe as my friend D. Bronco said. And it actually fits. But we then finish, so the match was, we're going to get Orton versus Kofi at Clash of Champions.
Yep.
This is not a feud that needed to continue.
At Clash of Champions? I don't know. Don't you need a Clash of the Champion at Clash of Champions?
You do. No, you need a guy facing the champion. WWE doesn't understand how championships work, Chris, or concepts.
That's true.
So we then get Reigns with Bryan and Rowan.
Yep.
And Bryan basically says, because Roman isn't going to apologize, that we know who it is. We're going to show evidence next week. It's going to be doctored up shit. It's going B-. B-.
Yeah, I mean, 4 matches. All 4 matches were solid quality. But there could have been a lot more done with this show. It could have set up new plot lines, new threads to follow.
Not had Shane and Owens
could have had
again.
The Fiend. Really capitalized on the Toronto crowd. But you failed to do that, and I will agree on B-. But to B or to C or to D or to F, there's a poll up here, and you can vote on there.
And you can leave comments, you can hit the like or dislike, you can subscribe, you can hit the bell, you can share the video, you can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You could say...
You can't donate to our Patreon because we don't have one, because we're nowhere near the subscribers that would justify that.
Even if we were, right now, it's just a matter of finding the passion for it. I'm going to have a countdown of my favorite G1 matches up sometime in a bit.
Yes.
But also, we're going to have an audio podcast Friday. A review of Zombie Tidal Wave on Saturday.
Right.
And we're going to be going to a whack. Without a cause, that is.
Yes.
On Sunday. There's going to be channel content still, don't worry, but I'm going to be having some breaks here and there, especially for the rest of the month. Because, guys, I reviewed all the G1. I'm tired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, yeah, also, but...
I'm exhausted and I haven't even been watching the G1.
Yeah, but you also wake up early and don't sleep like I do.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah, I'm Jar Whitland, that is.
The Terminator.
So we'll be back Friday. Stay tuned for the audio podcast.
Have a good night. Okay, let's go.